Its reputation now on the line, the CDC is tonight deleting the advice it issued just last month and updating its website with its original guidance on testing. If you have been in close contact, such as within 6 feet of a person with documented COVID infection for at least 15 minutes and do not have symptoms, you need a test. Just 3 weeks ago, the CDC suddenly changed its guidance, suggesting people without symptoms did not need a test. That alarmed infectious disease experts. Members of Congress quickly demanded answers.
I want to say the CDC guidance that came out was clearly misinterpreted.
But the New York Times reports the guidance change had been ordered by Trump political appointees over the objection of veteran CDC scientists.
When you have something like that done by political hacks who don't understand public health, you endanger the lives of Americans and you undermine trust in what has been one of the most trusted American institutions for decades.
This week, Michael Caputo, the Trump administration spokesman at HHS, took a 2-month leave after accusing some CDC staff of sedition. Today, the Times reported on emails Caputo had sent CDC staffers demanding changes to their public statements. One veteran scientist was called duplicitous.
The idea that political appointees might be writing CDC guidance and posting it under CDC's banner is absolutely chilling.
So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please.
Despite the president's reluctance to test, Dr. Anthony Fauci is again reiterating that testing is essential to control the pandemic.
I can tell you right now that we should be testing more and we should be testing asymptomatic people. Take that to the bank and trust me on that.
Tonight, CDC veterans are concerned their hard-earned reputation for excellence is being tarnished, and the public is left with conflicting advice.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.